Now, as you've seen, and as I've said before, activism is fun. Be it illuminated seahorses, movie screenings, concerts, or beach parties. But the issues we're up against are less than fun. Whether it's the TPP, money in politics, or Arctic drilling, digging deep into the ills and evils, the bad news and worst news can drain you. Cartoonist Stephanie McMillan felt this and decided to use her passion for both activism and art to create inspiration for those fighting the good fight. Take a look. So this latest project, it's not your typical political art. It's inspirational pieces for activists. So talk a little bit about the inspiration for the inspiration.
Well, I found a lot of people who are trying to get politically active or who seem to want to get discouraged very easily because it seems like they feel alone or kind of hopeless, or things seem very dire and overwhelming. So I was seeing that there are so many different books and calendars and pictures for people who want success at making money, being successful, getting a relationship, whatever. Why can't we have that too? You know, we need encouragement. We need to have mutual support. So I think those forums are very appealing, but the content wasn't there that I saw that we really needed as organizers.
So these are to inspire activists, of course, who get tired and drained. But are these also to inspire people who aren't politically active to get politically active?
Definitely, yeah. Those who are kind of sitting on the fence, maybe looking one toe in the water. It's encouragement that, you know, we're here for you. We're not alone. We're all in this together.
I'd like to talk also about your book, Capitalism Must Die. So why specifically this topic, and your thoughts behind the statement that it cannot be voted away or escaped, and where do you think people should go in terms of next steps? What are your options as activists or just as citizens?
Well, the reason that I tackled that topic is that I see a lot of people fighting the different effects and conditions of capitalism, the different forms of oppression that it cements, ecocide, different particular social problems. But if we don't tie those things together and target the system as the root cause of all of these things, then we're never going to be able to solve any of them. So I thought it was really important to try to bring that idea out more. And also, I found a lot of people who did say they are against capitalism, but they don't really understand what it is, because most of the writing about it is extremely academic and long and kind of boring. So I thought I would try to remedy that and make it basically write an introduction. So how capitalism works, what are the different concepts associated with it, what is surplus value, how does capital accumulate, and write it in a way that is accessible, and put cartoons that illustrate the concepts too, to sort of, you know, utilize more different parts of the brain to kind of get the concept in a more well-rounded way, visually and with text together, which I think it's a different way of knowing something.
And of course, you know, art speaks to you in a way that simple words or even, you know, even a conversation can't. It really gets to sort of an emotional cell in your being that is awakened, and then you have this sort of connection that's deeper than just, you know, reading Chomsky, even though I adore Chomsky. You're raising money right now to basically produce the 365 days of inspirational messages, and I will of course put a link up to that so everyone can go there and support it. Are there any other projects that you're working on, or things that we should know about so we can plug those as well?
Well, I have a website with years worth of comics on them. Some of them are kind of incompleted projects that I still plan to put in book form. Some of them are just standing on their own, and some I have already made into books. But if people want to look through that, there are different focuses. Like there's a recent book that I illustrated that somebody else wrote about climate change and the science of climate change and the political implications. There's a series of comics I've done on sweatshops and workers organizing specifically in Haiti around higher wages. And I'm also working on coming up, the next project is probably going to be Notes for Revolutionary Militants, which are a little bit less inspirational, but more politically focused, like talking about what are some of the problems and issues we need to be thinking about as we're organizing. I think they'll be more practical in a way.
To help Stephanie release her 365 Daily Affirmations for Revolutionary Proletarian Militants calendar, go to her site linked below.